Hey guys, welcome to your midweek motivation reading. We're going to see what messages of positivity, motivation, advice that the universe has for you guys today. If you're new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Victoria. This is Radiant Moon Tarot. And if you're returning, of course, I'm always grateful for every single one of you, your likes, shares, subscribes, and all of your fantastic energy. So let's get right into your reading. By the very nature of the midweek motivation readings, they are timeless. So whether this reading finds you on the day I post it or a little bit later on, there's some sort of message in here for you. It might be small, it might be big. But the day that I'm doing this reading this week is September 27th. So let's get right into it. We do have a full moon coming up. We're on the cusp of that. So that might bring a little bit of influence to our day. But we've got, starting out with card number 4, if the river flows this way. All right. Are you in the flow? Are you resisting something? We're on a time of profound change. And there's some things that are completely out of your control, right? You might hear about them on the news. Quite often our media is like more fear mongering than anything else. But there's a lot of weird stuff coming out of the woodwork, and especially over the next couple of months. So it's going to be very important for you to stay in your lane. And you see these fish following their dreams, following their intuition. They've got a vision. There's something they want to create. Their third eye is open. Okay, they're very connected and they're very in the flow, but they're closing their eyes to external influences, right? Because everything they need is within them. And so you're encouraged to do that at this time. And it's really hard to do that sometimes. We get bombarded these days more than ever in our human existence. In a lot of ways, our human existence now is easier than it has been. Think about the medieval period and things like that, right? Some things were kind of cool maybe, but there was a lot of icky stuff too, right? So we're a lot cleaner and we've got a lot more creature comfort, shall we say. But we also have more challenging aspects. We process so much information in a day. We get bombarded with all of this fear and, all of this manipulation that is around us, right? So this is reminding you that we need to be aware of our surroundings, but don't absorb that energy. Stay in your lane, embrace your vision, embrace your goals, embrace what it is that you want to achieve, you want to attain, and keep on following that, because this is very much encouraging you to stay in that flow. So you can achieve what you want to achieve and you can follow your dreams, okay? But don't let other things that are around you that you cannot control stop you and derail you. Follow your instincts, follow your intuition, okay? Because you are being guided somewhere very wonderful, very magical as part of your destiny, part of your life path. So trust that intuition of yours, all right? We do have card number 33 coming in here as well, if the dogs come circling around. And in this particular energy, move it up so you can see it a little bit better. This is very much an energy of protection. Okay. And dogs represent unconditional love, protection, loyalty, friends. So in this energy, this is number 1. Protect yourself before, going out in the world, that kind of thing. Especially if you are energetically sensitive. Okay, so if you tend to be very impacted by other people's energy, okay, make sure that you are taking those energetic protections. And for some of you, this may be connecting with crystals. For some of you, this might be visualizing like a wall or a bubble of protection around you. For some of you, it's just an invocation, right? That you are not going to absorb anyone's energy today, right? So that kind of thing. So whatever works for you. I have a friend that she's very energetically sensitive, and what she does sometimes, especially if she's going into an environment and there's she has to go, she doesn't have a choice. But there's people there that she doesn't like or things like that. What she will actually do is envision a wall of mirrors around her, but the reflective surface of the mirror is not facing her, it's facing out. So any energy that she doesn't want just bounces right back out, right? So that's her form of visualization, and that works for her. So it's not a one size fits all policy. So whatever works for you. Okay, and quite often just carrying those crystals that can transmute some energy or protect you from some negative energy that some people put off, then that might work for you easy as well, and it's quite easy. So protect yourself. This is also about protecting yourself from the world and being bombarded out there. Okay, be very cautious and very cognizant of how much media that you're absorbing, how much time you're spending on social media, because it's most often an illusion. Things aren't quite what they seem. Okay, so you might be dealing with something right now where you're not 100% sure if you can trust it. And if there's any doubts, right, your intuition's going to kind of give you some red flags or give you some warnings. Quite often, if there's a lot of resistance in something and that something is super hard when it should really be easy, that's usually a sign for us to take that step back and have a look at something and go, is this really for me? Right? Or is there something not quite right here? Right? Your gut will tell you. Okay. So, just make sure that you do take some protections because, again, there's a lot of illusions out there, a lot of scammers, especially ramping up this time of year as we get closer and closer to December and January, right? When a lot of people have a lot of celebrations and things like that. And so this is when a lot of scammers come out of the woodwork. So just make sure that you are protecting yourself online. But if the dogs come circling around as well, shows that there might be some very important people in your life, whether they're new people entering your life or whether they're people that you have around you right now. They can give you a source of comfort, support, guidance. You trust them, right? So surround yourself with the people that you trust. And get out there and maybe socialize or go out and have fun. Call up a friend that maybe you haven't talked to for a while. They might be thinking about you. So if you all of a sudden start thinking about somebody, right, there's usually a reason for that. And you're usually calling them in or they're calling you. Right? So energetically calling you towards them and to contact them. So, just if you're thinking about those people, give someone a call, right? Even if you haven't talked to them for a while. This is opening yourself up to, new people as well. All right. So friends are important. So let's grab some more cards here, see what else we've got. That's quite a few. All right. So let's see what messages we've got here. Surrender obsessive thinking, right? It's just what we were just talking about, right? There's a lot of things out there that we can get sidetracked and they can really restrict our flow of energy. If you're obsessing about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. All right. Obsessive thinking, having a singular focus on something usually is not productive. And it usually, again, creates blocks and restrictions. So instead, surrender, go in the flow, right? Let it go. Not always the easiest thing, again, right? Surrender your desire to control people. Being overly controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Okay, it's all about this non-resistive kind of energy, right? We want to be open. We want to have a bigger perspective. We want to open our heart, right? And when we do that, when we're willing to see other people's points of view, when we're willing to compromise and work together rather than competing and butting heads, we can be a lot more productive. We can achieve so much more. And sometimes we want to really kind of control the outcome of things, or we want people to do what we want, right? And, you can force someone to do something as much as you want, and eventually they're going to push back and they're going to rebel. So working with people and finding those compromises, having productive conversations is always going to be a little bit better. Okay. Some of you, these two cards right here are about an important relationship. Is this a friendship that's maybe going through a bumpy patch? Is it a romantic relationship, right? Where, sometimes we can end up in a codependent relationship, or, maybe there's like some jealousy and things like that are going on in there. Is there trust? right? Remember, we've got trust coming in here is very important. So if you're with somebody and you don't trust them, then that's something to think about there. We have surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Okay, so again, just like our little puppy dogs on there, right? We want to get out. We want to have fun. We want to just, embrace the joy, embrace the present moment in life. And this can help us let go of some control or some lower vibrational energy. And when we play, we laugh, we have a good time, our heart space opens up, and our heart space is really, our heart chakra is our sun, our internal sun. And this really does change the energy that you put out there when you do have that fun. So some of you aren't having a good time right now, okay? Or you need to take a vacation, you're tired, you're worn down. And so this might be one of the things that is changing for you in the next few months, is the time that you allow yourself to have fun, to play, to laugh, to be silly, to feed that inner child that is within all of us that just kind of wants to enjoy life a little bit. We've got a lot of issues going on. We've got a lot of things that, the media will tell us every single day, right? I mean, these things already. You don't need to be force fed it 24 hours a day. So put down the phone, go out and, run around in the grass, or, whatever, right? Whatever makes you feel a little bit more alive and a little more connected to your heart space will benefit you. And we have surrender, fear here as well. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Okay, it's quite often our fears that do hold us back from being successful. Sometimes we're afraid of failure. We're afraid of change. We're afraid of, success in some cases, right? It's like, oh, I want money, I want this, but I don't know if I want to be in the spotlight, or I don't know if I want to be in like a position of higher responsibility. And, so sometimes we do have that fear of success, because there's great things that come with success, but there's also some challenging aspects that come with that as well. So whatever your situation is, surrender the fear. Okay. And we can't be in the flow and embracing life and be open to wonderful things that we're headed towards if we've got this fear, if we've got this obsession, and if we've got this controlling energy. We can't have that, right? So this is a very important message coming in there for you. We've got the King of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Swords all coming out there. So I would say in this energy that yes, there's some people that you need to connect with, that you need to communicate with, right? So again, this can be that there's some friends in your life here that are very important. Maybe you're thinking about these people. Maybe you haven't seen them for a while. Or this could also be new people coming in, expanding your horizons, doing a little bit of networking. Okay, the King of Swords would be somebody who is very intelligent, very logical in their thinking. They're really good at communication. They're a really good negotiator. But they're decisive. They're quick, right? This person you could have a million conversations with about pretty much any subject under the sun. But the King of Swords has clarity, a sense of purpose. They're usually in a leadership position of some kind. Okay, because they have that knowledge, right? They've got that wisdom within. So this is somebody who's very successful and likely in a position of authority of some kind. The Queen of Wands right here, likely a female. And the Queen of Wands is someone who loves to have fun. They're fiercely independent. Don't dare take the Queen of Wands independence away. You'll see the backside of her. But this person is very honest, very open, very fun, but they inspire you in some way, right? They motivate you in some way. And this is somebody, quite often the Queen of Wands comes up as like your best friend, and someone who you can be silly with, and you can be giddy with, and you can talk to about whatever it is you want to talk to, but they're always going to be honest with you, and they're always going to be there for you and help you out, right? And so with the Knight of Swords here, this can be about talking to some really important people in your life and connecting with the friends that you already have. But this can also be an energy here of connecting with new people or seeking out people whose advice or guidance that you may trust. And with this energy, both of these in the upright especially are very trustworthy characters. So if you need help with something, say if you're looking for a new job or something and you're looking for, I need someone to really spruce up my resume or something, right? Or I need someone to teach me how to really deliver a really good interview, right? King of Swords would be a great person to connect with, right? How to communicate better, how to lead better, perhaps, right? Or how to negotiate something or navigate your way. The King of Swords would quite often be like a lawyer, maybe a salesperson, but maybe not. They're really good at negotiation. So someone who is like that, they're highly intellectual. They might be a teacher, but they can be, someone that does give a little bit of guidance, perhaps, right? They can maybe help you make a decision or help you, can I practice my interview skills with you, that kind of thing, right? So some of you might be seeking out some guidance in regards to communicating better. The Queen of Wands here as well, you could be seeking out somebody to help you with, say, some creative energy, right? If you're maybe want to market yourself a little bit better, if you've got a business, maybe you're just looking for a little bit of inspiration, or you want to get a little bit creative, right? This can be someone who can help you out in some regard, because the Queen of Wands is very creative energy, very inspirational. And again, maybe someone that can give like a little bit of a pep talk or something. You might go to like some sort of seminar or something like that, and this can help you out with whatever you're trying to figure out in your life, right? But this is also your energy. Okay, a balance in your world. We've got masculine energy with the King of Swords. I'm in charge. I'm taking the lead. I believe in myself. I'm confident. I know clearly and decisively what I want, and I'm going to go for it. And the Queen of Wands, it's like, yes, I'm filled with this passion. I'm filled with this fire, but I'm open to doing things a different way. I'm open to being creative about things. I'm open to, changing my perspective, right? Because the Queen energy is very open and very receptive in that, and very much in the flow. But it feels like here there's maybe a sense of needing to free yourself from something, and the Knight of Wands can very much help you. So there is some action that's necessary for you here, or there's a decision that you need to make. With the Knight of Swords can help you to detach from anything that's been holding you back, because the Knights are always on a quest, and the Knight of Swords is like now, right? We need to do something now. So you're being called to action. You're being called to take care of business in a very positive way. But we said before that some of you really do need to tap into your inner child. And we've got the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And the Nine of Wands is where we are like seeing something through to completion, or we're done with a situation. We're tired. We're worn out. We need a rest. We need a break. And we also need to look at things a little bit more positively as well. The Nine of Wands, right? You've been through a battle. There's usually some wounds there. And part of the message that I'm getting here is don't let past wounds prevent you from trying something again or moving forward in the direction that you want, because we do sometimes let our past battle wounds dictate our future, right? Wear your battle wounds with pride, right? No matter what you've been through, no matter what you've accomplished and overcome in your life, right? Those battle scars are important, right? And we learn from them. We gain wisdom from the things that have caused us grief and difficulty and hurt and pain in our lives. So wear those like a badge of honor, but don't define yourself by those, right? We want to define ourselves in our own way in our own energy and not just by instances or situations that we've been through. But the Nine of Wands is a tired energy. You need a break, you need a rest, you need to go out and you need to have some fun. Okay, but it's also one of putting up boundaries, because we do quite often get this one where we do need to protect ourselves about some energy or some people. And so put up some very healthy boundaries there with that before things get out of hand. And that can be very important. Boundaries, let the good in, but keep the bad out. Right? So always a very important reminder for all of us, okay, in that. So we're going to get, thank you, we're going to get a couple of cards here. These are wishcraft cards. So these are, you can look at these as a wish that is available to you and to make at this time, or an affirmation that may really speak to you at this time as well. And it looks like on that card, we have a little child flying a kite, and we have windy kite magic. My wishes matter. All right. Don't surrender to what someone else always wants, right? Remember, your wishes, your goals, your dreams are important. Okay. And sometimes we do need to take care of us. We need to take care of ourselves, right? Don't sacrifice your wishes, your goals, your dreams for somebody at the expense of your own, right? And it's not selfish to do that, right? We can find that balance. So find the balance within. There's your next card. And we have Hope Jar. I am full of hope and I take action. Great message there for you. And here is another one. We have let the leaves go. I can let go of what I no longer need. Okay. I'm going to leave all that there for you folks. I hope there was something here that resonated with you on some level. If so, please like, share, subscribe. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.